Ex demanded an open relationship to justify cheating. So some time ago me and my partner broke up. To me it came out of the blue. She started by demanding an open relationship, with tears, saying how much it could benefit our relationship and how happy we would be seeing other people. Now I had issues, alcohol, lack of housework, living paycheck to paycheck, daily suicidal thoughts. I was in a very bad state, had diagnosed major depressive disorder and was on some strong medication for half a year. The dick did not work at all and the brain just wanted to end it all. I was not down for an open relationship, since I knew the next step for me then was the news. Some days later I tried starting some time, since we weren't having any, and she told me I was not attractive to her. I blew up, asked if she wanted to split, she immediately said yes and left to her friend's house crying. We met up later that week, where she told me how well she was doing alone, how I was the cause of the breakup and how she got fucked on the first night and had 90 matches on Tinder already. Now hold up. Something had been churning in me for the past month as well, her staying late at her friend's house, not wanting to hang out at home and dressing extra nice for parties. At the time I put it on my meds making me paranoid. I didn't even notice when the dude she had been fucking for a month asked me, so you guys are in an open relationship? Bro literally tried to warn me. The problem is I can't tell anybody, since she has quite a large following on social media. I can't talk about the domestic abuse, the cheating, the breakup, since she gets to paint the picture. Now I saw years of a happy relationship, dates, fun times together, and then a year of decline, falling to depression. But her picture is that the whole thing was absolutely horrible. That hurts. A fucking lot. So I hope somebody can read the story and know the real truth, even though you don't know who the hell we are. Comment. The minute your sign other wants an open relationship is the minute you walk away. Don't worry, she'll end up pregnant with some rando's larvae or infested with STDs. At which point she'll try to come back begging for another chance, which is where you mam up and tell her to go back to the streets where she belongs. You can tell anyone you want, but that's another story. Just focus on you and make this your past. Learn and grow from it. Hit the gym, go on a diet and get some hobbies. You will quickly learn that you don't need her, and hopefully sooner than later you will improve your mental health. Anytime an open relationship is requested, they are 100% already cheating or has planned the cheating. If they bring it up, they don't care about you. Who would want their partner to sleep with other people and not care? If it's brought up, they think you're weak and will let them sleep around. Your medical and substance problems are different than most, but maybe those were made worse with who you're dating. Next story 2. Cheated on with a toddler while pregnant. What next? Okay, yes, the title is off. This story isn't what anything that sinister, but it's undeniable and was written in a desperate and sleep-deprived state with poor grammar. Possible worst timing to discover his infidelity. He was sleeping with our neighbor while I was pregnant. The husband of the AP knew his wife was cheating and hired a pie, and voila, the person she was cheating with, amongst others, was my husband. Found it while I was 9 months pregnant when the husband confronted him and the kids' playground in front of all of our friends. We live in a very small community, so this has been absolutely humiliating. I am devastated and my whole world is shattered. Our babies are at such a young and vulnerable age, I can't fathom how he could do this now. I kicked him out and gave birth to our daughter a month ago, but the stress of handling 2 small kids on my own, the sleep deprivation, postpartum depression, the juggling their needs all while running a business as I am self-employed is taking its mental toll. He has offered to move in to help me, but that seems like a just sweeping it under the rug and moving on situation. I feel like he will be able to manipulate me more easier and weasel his way back in. Like most cheaters, he's in favor of reconciliation and of course loves me and will show me. I am not. I also just feel really vulnerable as I wanted so much to give my kids a whole family. Would you accept this situation to get the help you need at such a desperate time? I don't wish any woman to have to go through this intense newborn stage on their own, and I am honest enough to say that I can't handle it alone and am drowning. I live abroad in his country, so I have no family here. Friends, and a nanny in the daytime, but that doesn't help me with the night when it's the most chaotic. Should one lean more towards reconciliation when there are babies involved? Comment. No, not if you don't want to reconcile. At the end of the day, he knew you had 1 toddler and a baby on the way when he cheated with a neighbor, and that didn't stop him, so why should you forgive him when he didn't care enough about your family together in the first place? Are you currently breastfeeding? If you aren't, then I would say allow him to do one overnight with him looking after them until the morning at your house until you are more comfortable with the baby being away from you. Also maybe one afternoon/evening for 3 to 5 hours a week as well, where he can take them out for a few hours on his own at wherever he is living now, or some extra time with just him and the toddler as well, since they will have noticed the change more. That way you can get a break without giving him the idea that you are getting back together unless you really want to, or he's shown he's sorry and doing the things you need from him. You can also get back together if you really want, or use him until the baby is older or you are able to move back home where you have more support. Do whatever you feel you need to for yourself and your kids, as he's lost any consideration from you when he cheated. I can't even imagine the devastation you feel, and my heart breaks for you. I am sorry, truly. Reconciliation is a gift. I think cheating is awful to begin with, but cheating on a pregnant wife is beyond cruel. Not only that, he was putting your and your baby's health at risk since his AP had multiple partners. Have you, both you and him, done a ST test? He does not deserve reconciliation, at least not right now. He does need to help, though. Whether it is to pay for somebody to stay with you at night so you can catch a break, or for him to come few times a week. If you choose the latter, I would make my boundaries super clear, and in writing. No mentioning of reconciliation, for example. List of things to do. Not talking about his emotions or guilt or promises or whatever. It's your and your children needs right now. You didn't deserve any of this. You do need and deserve his help, but only on your terms. You have to decide what those terms are, but I would not consider reconciliation right now because everything is so raw and it would be rug sweeping. His promises are worthless. Give your body and your mind time to heal, and then you can take decisions. Watch his actions and not his words. Find a therapist, they really, really help. Sleep. Eat well, lots of fruits and vegetables. Drink lots of water. Listen to music you love few minutes a day. You are worthy of love and respect, and you did not deserve to be in this situation. A rapid solution to your pain is certainly tempting, but at what long-term cost? Your kid will grow up with time, but not yourself by staying with him. Divorce, let the court set a custody arrangement, if you two can't make one amicably, and then move on. Ask yourself if in the end you're going to forgive him but not forget. You know anyone capable of doing what he did is not a trustworthy person and of proper morals, ethics. However, you're stuck with him for the next 25 to 50 years. You and your children are better off struggling alone than living, residing with someone who can't be trusted. If he's capable of lying to you about many things, of committing adultery with another man's wife, and in a small community where eventually every secret is shared, he exercises piss poor judgment, and I wouldn't want him within 100 feet of my daughter, sister. Get yourself tested for STDs. Good luck. I am so very sorry for what you are going through. I have to ask. Do you have family around who can help you? In my experience, make his return to your home your absolute last choice. He has cheated on you during the absolute worst of times. And he won't stop. I would never take him back, because living with someone who had betrayed and disrespected you that much is just opening up your life to day-to-day hell. Is he still seeing the AP? Get the nanny to live in or help with nights instead so you can sleep and focus on work. Wait to see changes before getting involved with him again, otherwise you're right, he'll lie, gaslight, and manipulate. Can you talk with your mom to come and stay with you for a period where you can establish a well agenda, or just go to your home country where you have a better safety network or group support? You must never let that man back. Maybe if there is a 50-50 custody he can take the kid while you take care of the baby. But I think that better ask for help for your parents is the better way, if possible. Nope, divorce him and put him on child support and see if you can get alimony. People who cheat on their pregnant spouses are scum, and you and your babies deserve better. If you do stay, which you shouldn't, make him sign a post-nuptial agreement with an infidelity clause to protect you and your babies, and find a new place to live so you don't have to deal with the humiliation. If you don't want reconciliation, then don't do it. If you do, then I suggest he shows that he wants to. He should be proactively booking therapy, and MC doesn't seem like he's doing anything. But you do need help, and he is their father. He needs to take responsibility for his kids and give you break so you can actually figure out what you want to do. Next story 3. I kissed another guy and my ex-boyfriend found out. I was in a relationship with my GF for 2 years. Last year August I went to a party, got super drunk, and ended up kissing my old friends with benefits. Anyways, my BF got a call 2 weeks later from his friend who told him what happened, and my BF broke up with me, and that's when I told him what happened. This whole year we've been in contact with each other, and the longest we've gone no contact is a month. Then he came back to me in July saying he couldn't stop thinking about me, but he didn't a relationship as he wasn't ready. BTW, since we broke up in August 2022 I've only seen him 4 times. So the current situation is he hasn't closed the door fully with me, but now there's another girl in the picture that he likes. He said he's thinking to take her seriously, but is not sure because he's not ready for a relationship due to him not being in the right place mentally. I'm not sure what to do because I still have feelings for him, but he now has feelings for this other girl, and he told me he thinks he still has feelings for me as he would be hurt if I moved on. However, I think what's going to end up happening is he will end up going with the other girl because it's a fresh start, but I don't know what to do. Comment. Time to move on. You disrespected your relationship, and I feel he is just toying with you as punishment. You messed up. Move on and be better to the next person. That will be tough depending on how many people know what you did. Trying to salvage this relationship is not going to be healthy for you. And it will take away the strength you are going to need moving on. I did not understand you were serious with this dude. Why would you be at a party without him in the first place? And maybe if you can't handle your alcohol, maybe it's time to give it up before more problems arise. Let the dude go be with someone that respects him, cause you don't. Let your ex move on with the new girl because you didn't respect your relationship. Cheating is the lowest thing they can do if you no longer feel anything. End that relationship and don't go from stick to stick because the one who looks bad is you. Easy girl. If it wasn't for your ex's friends, you wouldn't have told him what happened and you would continue cheating on him, right? Do you hear yourself? You say alcohol is no excuse and then you blame alcohol. You need to own it. Not for him, for you. You need to dig deep and figure out why you did it. Maybe you should have come to the realization you needed to break up. Forgive the sound of this coming from a middle-aged divorced guy, but both of you should quit being a couple of dumb kids. Just break up and start over. You are young. This is a life lesson. When you're into and have committed to someone in the future, do not cheat or kiss old FWBs or whatever. It honestly sounds to me like the healthiest thing for both of you is to move on. He might be still talking to you, just trying to process and metabolize his feelings after your betrayal, and that could be the hang up for him mentally. I think the best thing you could do for your karma after cheating on him and his healing, would be to close that door, let him focus on the fresh start. Talking with you might be just reopening the wound over and over again, for both of you, but you might deserve it, whereas he does not.